Redirect your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gear, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, and we are here on another episode of the Redirect, Regroup Refocus podcast. Now, okay, some of y'all had to watch this live beforehand I started. I told y'all that I'm feeling real good today. I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling great. It's just when you have a culmination of certain things coming together and when you know that everything is coming together and it's going to be great, and you know that you like a sniff, a cough, whatever you want to call it, a sneeze away from doing what it is that you need to do, and you in the game. You could already be in the game, baby. But today's episode is going to be a good one because I want to share something major with y'all. But first, I have things to say. So with these things that are going to be said, you all have to listen to it. First of all, y'all know I do Biggs Radio every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. So tap in to the Life Coach Jeff Relevant Show on Biggs Radio Chicago every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. And check out www.biggsradio.com, okay? To go ahead and check out not just myself, but all the rest of our personalities, our people, the whole nine. We got great things for you. Now, I'm not streaming live on Biggs Radio today because this is podcast day. And what's going to happen is the podcast is going to stream somewhere else too. So y'all need to be ready for that. Just be ready. Also, scan the QR code, people. Go ahead. If you want to tap in once again, you'll be redirected to our Listen Live link for our radio station. So go ahead, check us out, and thumb around the website a little bit. See what's going on. Once again, www.biggsradio.com. And we also have the Biggs Radio Chicago Music Seminar, okay, in South Bend, Indiana, March 21st at 3 p.m. at VFW Post 360, 1307 East Jefferson Boulevard in Mishawaka, Indiana. Now, listen, tickets are $20 at the door. No, $20 in advance, $25 at the door, okay? To perform, or you want to inquire about it, give us a call at 773-462-4447. And these are the opportunities, okay? Record deals, cash prizes, sync licensing, and radio rotation, okay? So please, if you want to inquire a little bit more about it, go ahead. Once again, give us a call at 773-462-4447. All right? Tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Okay. And I have to shout out my people. Shout out to T.L. Williams and his lovely wife, Ruby Gold Smoke of Shateria Beauty, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm glad we got some more people listening, tapping in. Oh, this is going to be good, baby. I got to get this out the way first. Shateria Beauty, tap into Chicago's #1 vegan hairline. Y'all see the mains out here. It focused in the camera. Boom. There it is, y'all. So tap into Shateria Beauty. That's SHATERIA beauty.com, okay? Once again, y'all have heard of my own Soul 106.3, Power 92, Rejoice 102.3. Y'all have even seen the brother and the sister on my show, okay? They are giving cancer patients their hair back. Can't make it up. You ain't got to get it from me. Talk to them. So once again, www.shateriabeauty.com. Check them out. T.L. Williams, Ruby Gold Smoke. Their business is on and popping. Okay. Oh, said it real quick. Said it real fast. Please, if you are tuning into this, like and share this video if you want some knowledge on how to win. Because this is what we're talking about today. We are talking about how to win. And tell y'all how this subject kind of came up today, okay? Forgive me if I'm going around words. It's all this energy that's built up into me. I got to get it out, and I'm going to get it out. Just got to wait till we go on. I'm going to tell y'all how this topic came to be. So there are a lot of different things going on right now. A lot of different things behind the scenes that y'all don't even pay attention to, okay? Can't pay attention to it because it's behind the scenes. If you would see it, it will be on the other side of the scenes. That's why it's called behind the scenes, because you can't see it. So It's a lot of stuff going on. Different people are going to start showing up. You're going to see some more faces that Life Coach Jeff is going to be rocking with. You're going to see some more communities, some more networks of people. And the thing is, it's all coming at the right time. And there's one key element that is bringing all of this together. Shout out to my boy Selah Brooks in the building. He's here today. And he kind of inspired this topic. You inspired this topic for me, sir, because this was based on the conversation that we had. And do you mind if I share with them a little bit? Okay. Now, this is the thing, y'all. Talking to Selah, I shared something with him that I want to do and accomplish. And I'm also bringing Noble on from Noble Content. Shout out to Brian, a.k.a. Noble Content Podcast. This is a thought that I had to work on something with some powerhouse people. Some great people that y'all need to know more of because they have things and a message to say. But one thing that really struck me was when I was talking to Selah, he said he was trying to find his space. Now, when he told me he was trying to find his space, now from the outside looking in, y'all, I'm being very honest with you. This is because I watch people. I love what they do. I have said to y'all and told this brother to his face, and I'm going to say it again because he right here. He is welcome on this show anytime if he wants to come on here and if he want to just cook, if he just want to go, if he trying to stir the pot up, he trying to throw some sauce in it, maybe some sauce. I don't know what he going to make, some spaghetti, some jambalaya. I don't care what the man make it. He going to cook in some type of way. It's a seat right here that this man is welcome to. And I really believe that the brother is already doing it. So this episode is dedicated to that because I'm going to give y'all the key element. And I'm going to literally talk about this. We are 7 minutes in. I am going to talk about this for about 52 minutes. Okay? So feel free to tap in, chime in, do whatever you want with this. I understand Mondays be hitting because all y'all be waiting. Wednesday kind of slow. That don't mean that you got to go. So we're going to get to it. So this is the deal. The key element that goes into you trying to find your space or trying to figure out how you fit is simply being yourself. Now, this is the first step. It's being yourself. Now, listen, y'all, this is all getting downloaded on the fly. This is how I roll. These are all principles, philosophies. We're talking about real life. I am not going to give you anything that I have not experienced myself and that has not worked for me that I can also go ahead and give and regurgitate to y'all. And also, this is the greatest key of all because people love authenticity. I've said this so many times, time and time again, and your authenticity shows the best at its best time when you are doing something that you love and it interests the hell out of you. It's got to. You got to love it. You got to eat, breathe, sweat this thing. It's got to damn near ooze out of you. Y'all, I'm talking a little different today because I'm not on the radio. So I can kind of keep it real with y'all just a smidget more because these are things that y'all got to know because I'm around so many of y'all and y'all are already in y'all space. And the big element is we are all on social media. Everybody wants to know everything. I have been saying this for the past, we are in 2026. I've been saying this for the past 7 years since I started this life coaching thing. People want to see you. And I've been saying that, Ash. I've been saying, shout out to Midwest Ash, my manager's here. I've been saying this for the past 6 years. Even when I met Ash, even when I started life coaching Ash. This is how our relationship happened. I started life coaching Ash, and then Ash came back, boom, and now she's my damn life coach, okay? I'm just being honest with y'all. She keeps it real with me. She telling me different stuff to do. She give me ideas, the whole nine. We even had a conversation today. She even told your boy, she said, I know, Jeff, there's some stuff you don't want to hear sometimes. I'm warming up to it. I am. Because I got to listen. I got to pay attention. And you want somebody to be critical and honest with you while you are on this journey of entertainment. But the fact still remains that people want to see you. I said all this because this was an authentic thing that happened between us. I wouldn't want to have Ash a part of the team if I didn't think she was capable. And we're going to get to team in a minute, too, because Jesus, that it's going to bring a whole nother element into this bad boy. So be ready for the team part when we get to it. But you have to be yourself. That's number one. I don't care what you're talking about on camera. I don't care what you say you quote unquote bring it to the table. You have to ask yourself, is this something that I believe in? Vision trumps everything. If you have a vision and you stick to the vision, VISION, you must have a vision and stick to the vision. And the vision must not change. You must not deviate from the vision. I guarantee you, if you start to deviate from the vision that God has given you to move in your gift in the capacity that you know you can move in, you are messing up. You falling short. You falling short on where you're trying to go. You falling short because greater is he that is in me than he who is in the world. Again, I'm giving the principle out here. That thing that you are looking for is in you. It's that spirit of God. It's that most basic element that he is. If you are made in the likeness and image of God, I'm telling you, you can operate in whatever it is that you are trying to operate in within reason. Because some of y'all, I have to say that because some of y'all will take that out of context and just run with it and do whatever the heck y'all want with it. And we can't have that. But it's got to be within reason. So be yourself. Love the thing. As Myron Golden says, he calls it the thing. Love the thing that you are trying to get into. Love the thing that you are trying to either do or teach. The name of the game is teaching anyway. That's another one of the biggest keys. You want to find out how to make money. You want to be successful. What you do is you teach. Teachers get paid to teach kids. That's the basic beginning of all of this. You went to school to follow directions and you took those directions from a teacher. From there, you had to learn. Your parents will teach you things too. Oh my gosh, see, here it is, coming full circle. Life is all about teaching. When you reach a certain age of accountability and understanding, your brain starts to process certain things. You start connecting the dots. It makes sense. The way is teaching. Now with teaching, you got to understand. This means if you're going to teach something, you have something that the people want. What did your mom and dad have for you when you were younger? They had what? Knowledge about life. They knew the difference between right or wrong. They knew that they had to guide you into the right path. What you are doing is you are serving as a guide for each and every person that's coming into your life. And I'm saying this because this is key. I know you can hear anybody say it, but when I tell you, you got to live it, I said gots. You have to live it. And the way you gonna live it is by being yourself and walking down the journey full circle in real time. Real time. Again, people, the biggest key to being successful in this world is being yourself. When Russell Brunson made ClickFunnels, the reason why he held all of these conferences about ClickFunnels is because it was his business, but he believed in his business. He believed in what he was getting and giving to the people, because what it was going to do was it was going to provide a result. So he got behind something that he truly believed in. And then on top of that, when he got behind something that he believed in, he also brought others who were of like mind. So when you bring in others who are of like mind, this means what you have. You have continuity. You got this thing spreading like wildfire. It's going to hit like boom, boom, boom. People are going to be interested. They're going to want to listen. And you need more than one dynamic in one opinion in the room. When I tell you the game has already been given, the system is already in play. It's something when you go to a concert, you sit in a seat, right? You sitting in a seat. You idolize the person that's singing. You idolize the person that's doing the comedy, the whole nine, whatever type of performance it may be. Did you ever think how it would be or what it takes for them to, or for you per se, to get in that same stage that they're on? Did you ever think about it? Did you ever say, look, if I go ahead and I put in this work, if I put in this time, and sometimes, shout out to my wife. Let me tell y'all why I gave a shout out to my wife. Me and my wife also had a great conversation last night. This is another reason why I'm on cloud nine, because me and my wife, when I got home, I was here, of course. Y'all know this is like a second home to a brother. Ash, no, I saw her shaking her head over there. She know. That's like a second home to a brother. I was up here last night because I had to help somebody with the radio on Mondays get their stuff together. Now, luckily, since a brother know what he doing, and I'm going to say I know what I'm doing because I have my stuff connected, so I know what I'm doing, so you can hear me. So we not tooting the horn. I'm just letting y'all know this is the truth. Since I know what I'm doing, talk to her, got everything done, 30 minutes time, A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, boom. We in the game. Not to mention that I had to go through a little bit of trial and tribulation for the first maybe like hour and some stuff because communication was kind of bad, but it all works out. And as I was talking to my wife about this particular situation, she looks at me after I get done making this statement and telling her about the day. She looks at me and she says, babe, I'm proud of you. Baby, I see what you're doing. And I just had to be quiet and listen. I had to shut up and I had to listen because I had to see this come full circle. It was only going to make sense if she finished out the statement. Because sometimes my wife, I don't know what the heck she going to say. I don't know what I'm getting sometimes. That's why I love her, because she can tell me, she can keep it real, and I just have to be ready for what's going on. I love it. Keeps me on my toes. We in the game. But this one took me. And she said, babe, I didn't understand what you were doing at first. I scratched my head and I asked questions, only due to the fact because I'm your wife, I have to be submissive and I have to trust the path that you are going down. When you said to me earlier, trust me as I'm trusting in God, that was very hard for me. But for her to sit in front of me and tell me that's what she sees, and she's proud of me. This woman was literally, get you a wife that supports you, get you somebody that supports you, black man, white man, Asian man, Caucasian man, I don't care who you are. I don't care what ethnicity you are. Get you a woman that supports you, because this woman has seen me do tireless nights up here. She has seen me take phone calls. She has seen me line stuff up. Didn't even know what the heck was going on. Had no interest in it. But one thing she knew was that her husband was working. And yesterday showed all of that. And what made it happen was me being myself, giving the people what was inside of me, talking about my life, what we talked about, talking about my life, putting it on the line, laying it out in an open forum where I could be judged, criticized, but at the same time, you want to know why this works for me? This is a great skill that we all need to develop and have. I can tell you the worst parts of my life, the worst elements, the worst pieces, the things that I know that I've done that most people will tell you I am not proud of at all. But you want to know why it doesn't bother me if you try to use it against me? Because it already happened. It already happened. I paid the price for it. I paid the cost for it. We're not going back in the past for you to go ahead and criticize something that I did 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. We're not doing that. That hinders my progress and growth as a whole person, so I can continue to deliver a message for you, not 1, but 2, but 3 times out of the week. Friday, I get a break because I got some co-hosts. But 3 times out of the week, I'm giving you me. I want y'all to think about that. Everybody's not cut out for that. And I know it. I know it. Everybody can't just talk about those most deep, intimate, most inner thoughts of their mind, get it out there, and then be open to somebody passing judgment or either disagreeing with you. I had to start off there first, because that passing judgment and disagreement, oh my gosh, that is the fear that you have to get when you sit somewhere by yourself and you lay it all on the line and you don't know who's listening. I know who's listening a little bit now. I didn't before. But to lay it on the line and to know somebody else can come back and look at it and criticize you for it, that's heavy. We all take in knowledge differently. We all learn things differently. The thing is, somebody might look at it and say, man, you saying that that's crazy. Nah, big dog. It ain't crazy at all. I helped somebody today. So again, you have to be authentically you. And what did I say earlier? I said, when you have a vision, you cannot deviate away from the vision. The vision was always this. The vision was always to be Life Coach Jeff. That's what it was. To be Life Coach Jeff. To the point to when I'm out at places, I expect to be called this. because I am him and he is me. I eat, breathe, sweat, this whole thing. The only time when I'm really not being life coach Jeff, I'm going to be dead honest with you. The only time when I'm not being life coach Jeff is when I am at home. And sometimes I got to bring that down sometimes because it's always something to reason with. It's always something to look at from a different viewpoint and angle. Sometimes my wife just want me to listen. I got to shut up. So I can't be life coach Jeff. But you have to get to a point to where you want to eat, breathe, and sweat this day. I'm talking about put in the work, put in the time, do whatever it is that you have to do. I tell y'all all the time of how this got started. It wasn't all here. Some of this is donated because people left it up here because they were here part of the journey and they left. Count it all as joy, count it as a blessing. Where it didn't serve somebody else, the Lord will make a way so it'll serve you. Think about that one. Come on. Telling y'all. So we get 21 minutes in. And I can keep going about this because I got plenty of stories. I got different things to go ahead and really relate to this part. But right now I want to focus on aspect of team because this is very recent. This is very fresh. I'm talking about very recent, very fresh. I'm talking about like 48 hour fresh. And for some of y'all that might know this situation, y'all know the time in the hour. But for my people, we just going to say 24 to 48 hour fresh. That's what we going to do. So last night, I saw firsthand what happens when you do not have people that are in the right position to make the right play for you. Okay. Again, listen to the statement I said. I saw firsthand what happens when you do not have the right people in play to make the right play for you. Listen, you can be Kobe getting ready to dunk it, but if I'm Shaq and I'm not ready for that dish that you getting ready to give me, I have to expect that you just might throw me the ball to either have a great highlight or because you are getting heavily guarded to the rim and you can't complete and finish all the way. I have to be ready for that. I'm saying this because you have to have people that are around you that are ready for that. You want to know why businesses crumble? You want to know why teams crumble? Because a lot of times, 95% of the time, when you try to throw that alley-oop to somebody that you think got it, they ain't got it. And we have to start being more meticulous with these things. We have to really start being a little more strategic. And y'all know I love the S word, strategic, baby. Everything is a strategy. Whether it's going to help you win or the next person win, everything is strategic. You have to use it to benefit not just you, but the others around you as well. A lot of times with this stuff, we get very selfish. We don't understand and we don't see how our own vision can go ahead and be a blessing to other people as well. And I don't care if somebody outgrows an opportunity. This is everything I'm telling you is what my mentor has told me. He told me when it was time to leave the show, he said, Jeff, I think it's time for you. This man pushed me out the door because he knew what I could be. So don't ever think if you outgrow something, you owe anybody something, because you don't owe anybody nothing. A thing. But create opportunity for people. Stop being selfish. God put you on this earth. Shout out to Noble Contact, because we was talking about this. God put you on this earth to use your gift to help others. It ain't for you. It's for everybody else who was around you and or connected to you. When that brother said that to me, that did something. That made so much sense. And I had to realize, Brother Jeff, you've been exercising that. Y'all hear me say this every week. This ain't for me. This for the people. Get on here every week and I do this. It ain't for me. And sometimes you want to know how it can be for me, because sometimes I'm preaching to myself, because guess what I tell y'all every time and all the time? These are life concepts that I have been through. These are certain things, certain sayings that people have said, just as I mentioned Noble. I mentioned my boy earlier, Selah. I just got done mentioning my mentor. So where's all this stuff coming from? Again, feel free to take anything I'm saying to you and duplicate this. But if you are going to duplicate this, know that it takes time and work, and you must know who the heck you are. You have to know you. The only way you can put your life on the line, Not your life as in somebody gonna take your life. I'm talking about your life. The only way you put your life on the line is you have to be comfortable with your shortcomings. You have to be comfortable with your triumphs. You have to be comfortable with your in-between. You have to be comfortable with, okay, I just don't give a damn today. You have to be comfortable with all of that, and you have to be willing to share that with people, whether they're going to criticize you or not. And you know what I found out over this time period? A lot of people actually respect what you have to say when you keep it real with them. A lot of people actually respect your opinion and will come and will ask you things just a little bit more because they know that you're being honest about something and you're not sugarcoating and you're not tiptoeing. So why wouldn't you want to be that authentic with people? And if you're brutally honest, you could tone it down a little bit. Or guess what? There's an audience that might love your brutally honestness. It's out there all the time. So come on. The name of the game is being you, baby. It's being you. Let me get back to the team because y'all about to make me, oh my God, I was about to go in on this all over again because all this is just segueing all into each other. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But I had to get this out today. Time feel like it's going by slow. We only 26 minutes in and I've said so much already. But we not over. The game ain't done yet, baby. We got 34 minutes left. So we going to keep rolling. Team, I literally watched what can happen if a team falls out from under you overnight. You get chaos. You get confusion. You get people not knowing their actual role. Because that was a statement that was actually said to me. You get people that do not know their role. It is a dangerous thing to be in have a position and not know what the hell you are doing. That is a very dangerous position to be in if you are a business owner and you have a team and that person does not know the role that they must do or what they're capable of. At least if you let somebody know what they're capable of, they can go out there and do the action and it will come out good on you. You're indirectly putting them in a role. Sometimes you could be directly, you might not even know the role for somebody yet, but if you know what they're good at, you could have them focus on that. And things will start to develop and grow. But nobody can grow unless they're doing something. The wheels have to be turning in some type of way. You could only hear I'm doing a good job so many times until you start asking, okay, I know I'm good at this, but how can I improve? How can I get better? I want to do more, but I'm not given more to deal with or to work with. Got to give people some leeway here. Jesus, like I told you, I'm also an electrician as well. So with me being an electrician, I deal with these things every day where I have a boss. Shout out to the boss. You could be listening, you can't be listening, but this is all for a teachable moment, sir. So if you're listening, you might learn something today that I'm about to say about you. And it's not bad. It's just a quick observation. So shout out to the boss. Because the boss tends to micromanage just a little bit. Just a lot of bit. And what happens when you micromanage your people, that means you don't trust the team that's around you. So he's looking at what he has. He's even looking at me. He finally, thank you, boss, for finally letting some of that strain up off of me and taking the reins off a little bit. Stop jerking the thing and try to direct where I'm going. I'm not a horse, but he was treating me like one. That's what happens when you have somebody who is indecisive and does really not trust the good of the team. They don't know where you fit quite yet. They don't know how you can lead. They don't even know if they should even listen to your explanation to whether something is right or wrong. And 9 times out of 10, when you have somebody that's micromanaging you, you could be telling them the correct information in the world. It could be 100%. You could be telling them, if you take 2 steps to the left, you're going to fall into this pit. If they micromanaging you, they ain't going to take a look at it. They're going to say, no, there's no pit there. They're going to tell you there's not a pit there when you literally saw the pit in your eyes, in your face, right in front of you, and they're going to argue you until you physically take them over to the pit and they see it for themselves. And they say, oh, you can fall in. Well, buddy, that's what the heck I tried to tell you for about the last 20, 30 minutes. You want to argue because you want to micromanage. Boss, you micromanage. And this is why what happens is people will come down on you. That's why you will get the blame. A good leader. And let's talk about management real quick because I don't want to talk about certain collaborations because certain collaborations are supposed to be organic. Y'all got to learn that part too. But if you want to be a great leader out here, that means you have to be willing to know where the fall is going to go down at, and not be ashamed to accept where that fall is going to go down. If you told somebody to go ahead, run an errand and do something and they did it wrong, that now falls on you because you told them to do that. I don't care how they did it. They completed the task. They did exactly what I asked them to do. And if it was the wrong way, that's going to fall on me. Either you didn't train somebody, show them the right way, or you didn't explain it how you should have. Blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. That's going to fall on you. Now, if your employee goes ahead and they give you a suggestion and they say, you know what, I want to go ahead and try it this way, and then you set some boundaries, maybe align some consequences that might happen if this and this doesn't work out, let them be full aware of it so there are no surprises. It'll still fall on you, but then you go ahead and you're able to let that fall on somebody else. So then that way they can do it better next time. Everything has to be a teachable moment in this situation. Again, didn't I say earlier, the key to this is teaching? I said this. You teach every day of your life. Come on, some of y'all gonna catch this joker and y'all gonna walk into the best version of yourself because you already know what it is. You know what you love to do. You know how to get there. All that's left, baby, is to teach the process. And you can create, something on the fly. Something as simple as what we call redirect, regroup, refocus. Something as simple as my business name. I am going to tell you how this came about and how this portrays and works in everybody's life. Redirect, that's the first start. That's shifting the mindset. I always say all the time, the first thing you have to do is change your mindset about anything before you choose to step into this role. Any role that you're getting ready to do, you have to change your perception about it. Anything, what you thought that lifestyle would be if you did A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, you have to work towards a lifestyle. So you have to change your mindset about always looking at the end. You have to be ready for the beginning and the in-between. Shift it now. Because it's going to do one or two things. It's going to make you so upset that you're not going to want to complete the vision because now it's become, quote unquote, too hard. It's not too hard. You just don't want to put the work in. That's number one. Or you're going to go ahead and see it through and you will be the best version and live the best life that you can. Doing the thing that you were called to do. Trying to tell y'all. This, what's his name say? Oh my gosh, that comedian that I love. So Earthquake. These ain't jokes. These ain't jokes. This is real life. This is based off people that I've seen, people that I've been around, people that are dope, people that are great, people that I see greatness in, people see greatness in me, the whole nine. This comes full circle. I can't make any of this up for y'all. So why would you want to make something up with your vision? Why would you want to make something up with your journey? Why would you want to make something up with your content? I can name somebody right now who famous, who I feel that content is fake, because when you look at what she do and what she present is one way, but then when she be out there, she do the same thing that she be giving the advice and telling people not to do. She fall right in the category. I could say the name, but I'm not going to say the name. I might meet them one day. So I want to keep the line open. I might whisper and say, you know what, sister, I did a whole show. I did a part of a show, and it was inspired by you. Really, Life Coach Jeff? It's so amazing. Girl, you don't know how many people you helped, and you didn't know you helped me either. Thank you. Because as I say all the time again, you can learn a lot from watching people do the wrong thing. You learn so much from learning what not to do. I'm trying to tell you. You say, I can't implement this. This ain't good. I see where you went with it. I see why it works, but that works for you and what you're trying to reach. That's not going to work for me. Or maybe I saw that you lost 50,000 followers. I saw that when you tried to do all this because you didn't build them type of people, you shocked the mess out of them. Now you losing out here. Or you making people mad, upset because you switched up your content. You might have said something that was very disrespectful. Nah, can't do that. Again, I said go and show who you are and be yourself. But again, if you have a heart, you ain't going to be crazy with it. If you actually are mindful of what people can say, Walter Miles is in the building. If you're actually mindful of what people can say or think of you, you would think twice about always wanting to speak your mind all the time. Walter T. Shout out to Walter T in the building. Another radio personality on WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago. Walter T says, Jeff, we all make bad choices. Just make sure you don't put incompetent people in position. If we do, own it. Okay, Walter T, can I say that again? Because you said it, and I'm going to just repeat it, and then I might say it again. Make sure you don't put incompetent people in position. If we do, own it. Ooh-wee. That's a heavy statement, brother. Thank you, sir. First one on me. It won't be second. You can't make this up. Or you can't make this us. Correct me if I'm wrong with that. Either you can't make this up or you can't make this us. Probably you can't make this us. That's right, because you're trying to separate it. Baby, it can't be us. It's got to be on them or myself. But yeah, own it, baby. You're going to make so many bad choices, so many bad decisions. Not even bad decisions, because I don't want to say it like that, because sometimes when you use the word bad, y'all like to take it, go fly off the whole deep end. When I say bad choices and you own up to these bad choices, you create learning experiences from them so that you can continue to grow. That is what you have to do. Because with growth, that heart posture is going to change. Once that heart posture starts to change, your habits start to change. Once your habits start to change, it starts to become full circle. Now you wearing that thing like a whole coat. You wearing it like your skin. And you can't take it off you. Because it's there. It's a part of you now. You need these things that you own up to be a part of you so much that, again, you are to that point to where you are able to talk, you are able to explain, you are able to teach people your whole life. And regardless of the shortcomings that you have to know that deep down in your heart, in your soul, and with it, your whole being, that you can change people's lives because of it. Name some people who tell stories, man. Y'all know people who tell stories. Les Brown tells stories. Michael Jordan has a great story. I don't care if he tells it 20 different times different. It's amazing when he talks about it, and it's amazing when I don't even think he's even told the whole story. The man is so great, you get snippets of it, and you just with him on it just because. Kobe, rest in peace. Kobe was sitting up here mapping out everything. We all knew he emulated the game for Michael. We know that. But just getting to there, the steps, the roadmap, it's crazy. It is wild. Trying to tell y'all out here. This is just, I'm telling y'all, when I sat back again, like as I say all the time again, every day, week, when I sat up here and I looked back and I asked God what I wanted to talk about, I said, Lord, there's some things that I've saw. There's some things that I did not like. There's some things that I really loved. Okay. Noble said I didn't say LeBron. And the only reason why I didn't say LeBron, I'm okay. I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, y'all. Okay, we shifted some gears. Let me switch gears for a brief moment so I can say this. The only reason why I did not say LeBron, because LeBron is a great player. He is very skilled. LeBron does not have the same story. Behind it's not the same. You got to remember the reason why we call Michael the GOAT, if you in our era and generation, the only reason why we sitting up here calling Michael the GOAT is because of his story. Selah actually teaches about the story. Selah has taught about the power of the story. So we relate to Michael a little bit more because everybody has a dream and everybody doesn't want to lose a parent when they get there. That is a more relatable story than to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and run the numbers up so nobody can ever catch them. But it's a great strategy. I can't, because you great for that too. You are great in that too. Because think about it. Once you break records, think about Usain Bolt. We'll simplify that. We're not going to talk about basketball, but we'll simplify it. We'll come full circle. Take Usain Bolt for a moment. Usain Bolt ran so fast that nobody is breaking this record. He is going to remain on the top. There's some fast people out there. But since the number is so low, it's very hard to chase. Usain Bolt is the GOAT in the 100 meters because He's trained. He was also tall. He had a great height advantage. If nobody saw that coming, come on, you had to be crazy. And the number is what counted. That's why Usain Bolt is the GOAT in the track and field 100-meter dash. Because the number. So I see what LeBron is doing. I have respect for that because I'm not about to get up here and be the all-time scorer in the NBA. So I got to get a man some type of credit for what he's doing. You know what I mean? So there's different levels to being the GOAT. There's different things that make you the GOAT. Man, not since we done bought up LeBron, I didn't like that Space Jam remake. I didn't like it. I was mad. Some things you got to leave alone, man. You should have let Space Jam lie where it lied. Because kids will watch Space Jam to the end of time. And they will love it. And to talk about greatness, Michael Jordan just won 3 NASCAR races in a row with his team. I'm just saying, okay, look, I have to stem on this one more time. How much time we got? We got 20 minutes. I'm going to say this last bit about the whole thing. Because the thing is, it's other teams that won championships even before Michael, and that were great before Michael. But again, the only reason why we delve with Michael so much was because of his story. I know this man said, I can't wait till I'm off the air. Let me tell you something. The Celtics, wasn't they was the greatest back in the day, right? They was winning championships left and right. They was rowdy out here. They was getting it. They were a whole force to be reckoned with. It didn't matter if they had won 3 in a row or 4 in a row. It didn't matter. They called them dominating teams back in the day. They were just a dominating team because the whole team was great. But when you have one person that's singled out, one person that takes a trash team, can I say this? And I'm not even trying to compare because I didn't even think about that till you actually made the face. I did not think about that till you made the face. You take one man that has a trash team, and it was evident that the Bulls were trash when Michael came on the scene. He worked with coaches. He worked with players. He helped recruit certain people. The power of the team, people. Again, the power of the team. He recruited people, and he knew people's strengths and weaknesses. That is a leader. Wouldn't it be great if you could be the GOAT and be a leader at the same time? Wouldn't it be great if people could remember you for being the GOAT and being the one who led a team? That is the difference between LeBron and Jordan. You have 2 choices. You can run up numbers or you can have a great story. Just letting you know. Hey, the proof is in the pudding. It's out there. I think it's out there. I think I said enough to show it and to let the people know. Okay, Selah, what you say, Selah? You did say today was about how to win. Why are we talking about greatness? Can you talk about going through the struggle you have to perform anyway? LeBron, harsh criticism, he performed anyway. Muhammad Ali, a lot of white people wanted him to lose it. And, okay. And out of the ring and performed anyway. No matter the struggle, you got to perform anyway. And that is a great point because the thing is, regardless of anything that is going on in your life, you have to make sure that you deliver 110% every time. Because if you are not willing to deliver, why are we here? Why do people deserve to come see you? Again, stats, numbers. What is LeBron doing? He's delivering 6 championships, building teams. What did Jordan do? He delivered. The man didn't have the flu. He was sick. But he ain't had a flu. He still went out and played when he was sick. Great tagline, great story. He delivered. I'm with you on that. So what I've done is that we actually just put him on the same playing field. Just 2 different ways of doing it. That's why I said I can also respect LeBron for what he's doing. It's just a different way of doing it. I'm sorry, brother. Harsh criticism. I'm sorry. But you're right. You got to deliver every single time because time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody. And the thing is, you have a choice. You could either go ahead and be great and keep winning and do what you do. Even if you're not winning in the moment, you have to believe that you are going to win eventually. Because guess what? The system is never created in the beginning. The process never has the steps in the beginning. You can have a process, but you still have to implement that. That can change over time. You have to be willing to be adaptable and shift with the time. Some of y'all can't be successful because y'all not wanting to change. Y'all want to stay stuck in 1980s, 1960s. Y'all still want to be the play out there on the street with the bright color suit on, trying to be a pimp. But my ladies trying to wear them flashy jackets with the pants to match and them heels, the thick heels too, not the skinny ones. Anyway, I'm just saying. Walter Miles tapped in as well. My man said Richard Pryor told real reality stories and more real stories, and LeBron will never be Michael Jordan or Kobe. Now, see, I didn't say this. This is the comment. LeBron James will never be Michael or Kobe because he never lived the same life. Yeah. And he never will. Nothing against LeBron. And Walter Miles makes a point. Different lives, different paths, the same destination is GOAT status. That's the same destination. Because in order to be remembered and recognized, you have to be good at something. Nobody recognized you for just shooting one shot on the bench. You can still get the ring if the team make it, but who's talking about you? You're the lowest paid player on the team, but you still get something out of the deal. You know? Two different paths, two dreams. And honestly, I think one can make the decision to go down a totally different path because you could have it in your mind. This portion of this history, whether it be in sports, business, or whatever, was so great. What can I do to be different? This is why you see business owners trying to think of innovative ideas every day. They don't want to create the same thing, the same storyline, the same product, and let that be great. They want to create something different or do something better so that people have something to pay attention to. That's what I want you to think of when you think about LeBron and Kobe. Think about how that applies to you in actually winning. Because two people, two different lives, two different stories, but one had to shift. And honestly, there was only one that can duplicate, and that was Kobe. So duplication does work, but you got to be damn good at it. If you are going to duplicate, you cannot play around. Again, this means you have to eat, breathe, and sweat. Kobe ate, breathed. He probably sweated out the same sweat Michael Jordan had. He was that close to the game with him. But that's what happens when you study the mentor. You want to go ahead. The goal for Kobe was to surpass him. At this point, it didn't matter about championships. He was already on a great team. They won and they did their thing. It just adds to the story. Kobe had a great story because he was the closest thing that we will ever get to Mike. Talent-wise. Talent-wise. But either way you look at it, they still winning. Even when I made the analogy about Usain Bolt, his number made a difference. The man is not going to be untouched. He's still winning. Look at Sydney McLaughlin. Oh, my gosh. 400-meter hurdle runner and 400-meter dash runner. This woman is insanely decorated in both events. Killing the game. Numbers matter. So it all depends on how you're looking at it. Hey, man. In Jordan's eyes, he got 6. Them 6 championships mean something. Who got them? But you know what? This ain't the era of Bill Russell. And numbers do matter. Oh man, see, we're gonna have a great conversation off camera. This is gonna be great off camera because now we put Bill Russell into the conversation, and it just got a little interesting. It's got a little interesting, but yeah, it's a lot of things that attain to you. There's a lot of things that attribute to you winning as well. We're in the land of social media. Everybody's putting out content. Everybody's doing something. And you want to find out what can make you uniquely and different from the next person. A lot of it, honestly, y'all, is just straight facts. If you spitting the truth out here and it's straight facts, even reality TV, when you sit up here and you watch reality TV, you want to know why the posts go viral? because within all of that drama, the truth was said. And since the truth came out, now everybody like, oh my gosh, this is it. Boom, 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 boom. And now we seeing somebody on the headlines, aka maybe our president, Donald Trump. Man, he out here, brother. Can you just go? Just go. Because he's not winning. He not winning. He might think he winning, but I don't think he winning. I don't think he winning. I'm sorry, man. Certain things have to be said because people got to understand that, again, this is real out here. Everything, when you live your 365 days, I forget how many hours, a minutes, a second it is, but when you live that 365 days, you better have a mindset to win. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how much negative time you say you got under your belt. I don't care if you was in prison. I don't care what you served some time for. I don't care if you just don't think that your mind is right. Everything that I named, you have the ability to change all of that. A lot of times we think we're not in control of a lot of stuff, but we're in a lot of control. We are in way more control than what we think we are in. So the question I have is, how come you haven't shifted? What's stopping you from going to that next step to say, hey, I'm here. Hey, this is inside of me. Hey, it starts off with, let me try this first. Nobody's telling you to go balls to the wall. Nobody's telling you to dive in head first and hit concrete. Nobody's telling you to do that. Somebody is just telling you simply to just try. Simply just try. And I understand with trying, a lot of fear sets in. A lot of different things come into play to where you start looking and paying attention. You start looking at all the outside sources that are around you. Who cares about the outside sources? If you are, as my boy Jepta says, locked in, you got to be locked in. Hardcore. In there. Not wavering. As my church people say, steadfast and immovable. You got to stay in that joker. Again, that is a biblical principle to stay, telling you to stay in the race. Again, you telling me you're a believer, let's follow the principle. If you got to stay in the race to go ahead and quote unquote fight the good fight, live a long life, be blessed, the whole nine, and there's a destination at the end of that, what's stopping you from having that here while you're alive on earth? If you're willing to work so hard for an achievement and a reward when you die, why aren't you willing to work as hard just for your achievements while you're living? I'm just putting it out there. Just putting a little something into perspective. Giving you a little something to think about. Because if I'm not willing to go ahead and work for it, why am I doing it for? I'm not, right now, I don't need to take up any new skills. It's probably going to happen because of some equipment that I have hooked up in here, because of the pathway I'm going down. Right now, I'm saying I don't want to take up a new skill. I just want to perfect this to the end. We talk about making it to the top, baby. That's what it takes. You got to perfect it to the end. I'm never done learning. And let me tell it to y'all like this. My perfection is until death, kind of like biblical principle again. You're supposed to go ahead and do all these things until death. Treat your passion like that. Treat your vision like that. If you're saying it's what you're supposed to be walking in, if you're saying it's what you're supposed to be doing, live it. Nobody's asking you. I don't believe in, now I believe there's no such thing as fake it till you make it. You could be a heck of a con artist. I done met several and plenty of them. Even worked with a couple of them. Somebody's changing on me though. So shout out to you. Shall remain nameless. But you changing on me because I see what you're doing. Trying to put in some work. I might be able to rock with you a little bit. Smidge it. But that's the thing. Live it. People can care less about you talking for so long. You can only talk to people for so long. That's why, again, when you have shows like this, or when you're trying to deliver content, that's why this element is very key. Because one day, people are going to start matching up your principles to your life. It's bound to happen. It's going to happen the moment you put out your first show and you lay it out there on the line. somebody is going to have something to say or think about you. But now it shouldn't be a stressed environment because you're trying to uphold to a standard. If the standard is already in you already, what are you upholding? Just keep living your life and keep being honest and keep sharing the realness to people. And I promise you, people will always gravitate towards that. People could tell you're full of crap. They could tell. It might take a little minute, but eventually it's going to hit the fan. And when it does, it don't smell good because that ish is dirty. It's bad. Don't make no sense. You got to clean that joker up right at the door. Get it away because it's not going to work. I can tell when somebody is talking to me if they real about something or not. It took me a minute to get to that point because I was also living in fantasy land. I had a lot of dreams and hopes in the beginning of this. Because, again, what I was doing was I was looking at the end. And I didn't look at the beginning. So I had to shift myself to now go ahead and look at the beginning to prep me. It's not even the end because what I found out about this is once you get going, this is endless. This is an everyday thing. This is a cycle every day that you have to go ahead and pull from. These are people you learning from. These are people you get knowledge from. These are principles that you learning just from all walks of life. This don't end, baby. So when you call me Life Coach Jeff, just know that it's a lifelong thing that I'm doing. This isn't for a season. This isn't for just a blink of an eye, a moment. This ain't for that. This is a lifelong thing. You need to ask yourself, am I dedicated to this? Because if you're not willing to be dedicated to it, it ain't going to work too. Come on. Okay. So y'all, we have talked about a lot of stuff today. We talked about winning. We talked about being authentically you. We even talked about a little bit of basketball, made some analogies in that, but it was still some learning in that. So don't deviate from this when you watch it again because we talked about basketball. Listen to it fully. There's a message in all of this. Sometimes you got to realize that you can still be the GOAT. It's just a couple of different pathways you could take to that. You can either have the story or you can have numbers. Or we haven't seen anybody achieve both. And I say both because if Mike achieved both, there will be nothing for LeBron to surpass. So one day, we just might see both. One day. I'm talking about to the same standard. Oh, no, but come on, man. It's got to be the same. What I've learned is this. With sports, some people, they just in there. I'm learning today that my guys in there with the sports. I had no idea. I didn't know. If I'd have known that the burn was going to be this, I would never even said it. I would have been a little more sensitive to my people with this Michael and LeBron stuff. I'm just trying to teach. I didn't know it was going to get this deep. Don't cut it, brother. No. But all right, y'all. Gave y'all a quick recap. But again, man, if y'all didn't take anything from this, take the best part of this is being authentically you. That is going to be the first step and the major step that is going to follow you throughout this whole journey. So I don't care if you didn't listen to the whole 56 minutes of this. But if you listening now, be authentically you. So, all right, y'all. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live. And remember, as always, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Shout out to my people, Selah Brooks, Noble Podcast in the building. And also my manager, Midwest Ash, is in the building, along with Braylon. Got to give Braylon a shout out because Braylon be doing stuff too out here. He's waving. Y'all can't see him, but he waved to y'all. He says hello. All right, y'all. And as always, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. And I love y'all so very much. Peace out.
Redirect your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle, ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gear, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.